My question is, how is it that Instagram and World Star Hip Hop has taken over news?
It's taking over your news.
No,
it's
like
taking
news
over my news.
for a lot of people. Like, what is that all
I
about?
can't speak on anybody but myself, so I know that sometimes people like yourself give me information that you got from World Star or from your feed on Instagram, and you take it as the law. And you know what I mean? And I just think that because Instagram can target and the internet can target the consumer, they just focus certain things to certain people. But the Instagram by no means necessarily is the news. And a lot of things that I see a lot of on Instagram, I don't see in the news at all. So what it means to me is it's only affecting the people that see it. And then the people that see it, it becomes their world. And they think that's the rest of the world. But the rest of the world's not looking at that. So you have to be mindful of the fact that just because something's presented to you, it's because it's targeted to you. It doesn't mean it's reflective of the rest.
You see blogs online and you see all this different shit.
You see it and you might think that's what the whole world's looking at. But then you look at the news that the whole world's looking at, and that stuff's not on that.
So when you see something in what is if it's CNN?
I don't believe no news just based on what the news really has said about me. I've seen them completely be dead wrong and take something that looks or sounds like a rumor and make that something that they say is the law. But what I'm saying is that lie or whatever they want you to see is only seen by, it's not seen by as many people. Like, I'm not talking about the validity of it. I'm talking about how many people it affects. So just because it affects you, because it's on your feed, doesn't mean that pop culture is affected by it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying I believe it, but I'm not saying that the rest of the world is seeing something that I'm only seeing on Instagram or on the internet or somebody telling me. Because again, you can't even say, yo, they saying this and that. Who's they? And you're saying,
or some blogs,
Instagram. That's not the news. Just because somebody posts up a meme doesn't make it the law.
So to you, TMZ is not news?
Hell no. Is it to you?
Nah, I don't watch it.
That's not the news. But what I will say,
they do have things.
What I will say is, TMZ is probably looked at by a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean it's the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, it means everyone that looks at TMZ, that equals and equates to a lot of people, but it doesn't mean it's valid. But my point is, what are a lot of people seeing? You know, is the whole world seeing it or just you seeing it? Sometimes they want you to just see one thing. They want our culture to just look at and be caring about one thing and not what's going on in the rest of the world. What I see is a lot of distractions. Even I think the way Trump does his thing. He distracts you with some bullshit and makes you go crazy, and he's really doing something else. You know, it's the bait and switch. Right. So I think they make us worry about dumb shit and keep stupid shit in our face while important things are going on that they're not making us aware of, that they're not targeting us. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to believe, how could I believe a fool telling me news? So if a fool is the source of information, then you got to know that your information is not going to be so valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to see some credibility to even lightweight believe you, just based on my experience. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to let someone that's not knowledgeable or a platform that has no history tell me something, you know, and they haven't had a history of being credible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People, the bottom line, news is a commodity. Information, people will pay for. So people say anything that invokes emotion. They don't care if it's true, they just want reaction. They don't care if it's good or bad, it's reaction. It don't matter if it's positive or negative. Bottom line is they get your eyeball and they can get that ad, then they're going to keep reporting that, whether it's true or not. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's how I see it.
So TMZ to you, like you said.
Why still on TMZ? You know what's crazy? You asked me about TMZ last week.
Yeah, because I'm
like,
like,
why is it all in your brain? Why you ask me about nothing like the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal?
So if it's in New York Times, that means it's news.
It's more credible than the TMZ. I know that the people that are looking at gossip aren't the same people that are looking at business. Because if you're looking at business, you're not worried about gossip. Why are you worried about TMZ? Is everybody else's business. I ain't worried about nobody else's business. That's why every time TMZ asks me a question, I'll be like, I'm not thinking about that person. And that's why you don't see me on TMZ. I have no gossip or no talking about another man or another person I don't know in public. It's just not a manly thing. That's why it's hard for me to respect people that deliver gossip, which hence was like the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I respect y'all and y'all talk other people's business. You understand what I'm saying? I don't respect a man that don't act like one. So it's hard to respect their opinion. You ask me about another man, we already don't have a conversation because I'm not talking about no other man. If I got something to say about another man, I'm gonna say it to that man. I'm not gonna say it to a bunch of people that man's not around. There's no reason for it, especially if it ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't make no sense. It's just not the cloth that I'm cut from. But anyway, what you got about TMZ?
So what's the best business news that you look like as far as?
I'll go to the trade. So like if I'm looking at fashion, I'm gonna go to WWD. You know what I'm saying? If I'm looking for movies, I'm gonna go to Deadline or I'm gonna go to Variety. If I'm looking at music, I'm gonna go to Billboard. You know what I'm saying? There's a trade magazine for every industry. And then, you know, I'm not saying it's completely true, but they have more of a record, more of a history of being true. I do want to hear what the New York Times has to say, and I want to see what the Wall Street Journal has to say. It might not be true, but it's probably a little more on point, or a little more focused about what I'm interested in.
Right.
It ain't gonna be about gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like any place that has too much gossip, I have no business looking at it unless it's for leisure. But I can't see gossip being leisure to me. I don't enjoy other people's business. I'm too much into my distraction. Why would I be worried about another man?
Absolutely.
For what? If he ain't affecting me, I'm not related to him, he ain't a friend of mine, why am I caring what another dude's wearing? Or what his girl's saying? Or how much money he got in his pocket? I don't have time for that. I'm too busy worried about my life. I got my girl, I got my bread, I got my problems. I'm not worried about nobody else's. And you know what they looking like? That's just not me. And I think a lot of people escape and live vicariously through other people because they don't love their life. But that's not me.
Escape.
Really?
That's dope. Yeah.
It stunned you?
Yeah, that was dope. They live. What's the word you said? Vicariously.
They live vicariously through other people because they don't enjoy their own.
What's the definition of vicariously, by the way?
Come on, man. I'm not a millennial.
What's that?
What's vicariously?
Yeah.
Like they're living through someone that they're not. Vicariously, like you know, it's like almost like a mask.
That's gonna be on the screen when we edit the video.
First, you gotta figure out how to spell it.
No, but that's good though. So WWD is for fashion. Wall Street Journal is for
just business in general overall. But like I said, for television and movies, I'll go to Deadline, or I would go to Variety. For music, I go to Billboard, but it isn't too much. Pitchfork, you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
How many times have you been in the Wall Street Journal?
Been in it?
Yeah.
Every time I sold a company. Google it. You know, I know one of the reasons why Rocky stayed working with me was because when they were saying that I was broke in the Wall Street Journal, they were saying I just sold half my company to Jones. She's the one that was able to show her parents. Their parents believed where she was working was credible was because it was in the Wall Street Journal. But the bullshit they were saying was in the Post. You understand what I'm saying?
The bullshit was in the Post.
The same day
was in the Post.
The same day that I was doing a multi-million-dollar deal, you know, with a billion-dollar company, with legit paperwork, was the same day they was talking about a bill that was paid late, and that I'm crap. You understand what I'm saying? Same day. Two different demographics. So a whole bunch of people that really don't have a life heard that and believed it, which doesn't matter. And a bunch of people that want to know about business saw that and understood it, and the validity and the credibility of it. That's why certain people never question what's in certain news, because they see it with their own two eyes. They're not worried about the wrong shit.
Right. Damn, that's crazy. So in the Post they were talking bad about that's who was saying you were broke.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I didn't even take it personal. I was like, this must get papers. You know, people are probably buying papers.
Yeah, I know
that
when I showed you that, you just started laughing at it.
Yeah, because I know what it is. I'm like, oh, they're trying to get papers. So if a newspaper gets a good response from saying something bad about me and they get bigger ads, they're gonna keep saying it. Ain't nothing I can do about it, because it's profitable for them. So negative news is profitable. So if they're gonna keep saying, you see, they ran the same exact story about the same exact taxes for like 10 years. It was like, get another, remember till I got fed up and turned it on, like, why y'all keep saying the same shit?
Nah.
Remember I did that? And they had no answer.
And then they got quiet.
When I turned the camera on them, I'm like, why y'all keep saying this? Why do you want the world to think something? Because y'all get papers, but you don't care how it affects my culture? A black man can't be doing well on his own? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm empowering myself instead of some white man empowering me. That's the reason why I gotta look fucked up. Period. In your paper,
to make you look crazy.
But it sells papers. It ain't even about nothing but money. It's not personal. If a white man looks crazy, like Charlie Sheen, they on him. They gonna be on him. They gonna keep fucking with him, white or black. If it sells papers, they gonna do it.
But there has to be. They fuck with the black people a little bit more.
Nah, you gotta think about something. That's the life I chose. I went and looked for press. So before I was manipulating press. I was paying money to be in the newspaper, which is what everyone else does. And then when I got tired of it, it was like, yo, this is bullshit. Being fake and phony and perceptions and false announcements, fuck all that. I'm not paying a publicist $10,000 a month. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. My work is good, they're gonna look for me anyway. And I couldn't turn off the press. They were like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. You paid to be here, you wanted to be in the cameras, so you gotta take the good with the bad, period. And there's damage control, but I just didn't care, and I still don't. I don't pay for damage control. I don't have no explanations for somebody when they say something bad about me, because I don't care. Think what you want. It doesn't affect me.
You never pay for that with any of your artists?
Yeah. All day. That's what I'm saying. That's why I know. Press can be bought. Press can be manipulated. Every time I hear a company got sold, I know it's because they're in distress. You know what I'm saying? So they try to flip it and make it look like it's something it's not. It's because you needed your bills paid. That's why you just gave up your company. You don't give up your company for any multiple unless it's a crazy multiple, unless you're in distress. And then you try to flip it, and there's companies like Rockware and places like that were in distress, but all of a sudden they sold for $400 million. You know what I'm saying? But they was losing money. And I know that for a fact. You know, and I look at it like, that's hilarious how they twist it. The twist masters be killing me.
Yeah, because I remember when I came to the house and I told you, I was like, yo, they're saying you had like 250 million, and you were laughing at that.
Like, where's 250 million? That's what I'm saying. I've been in Forbes and they said I got 400 million. I'm like, now all you did was get me hot. Now the feds is on me now because I didn't pay taxes on 400 million. That's what happened. I'm like, I don't even understand that.
Now the feds is on me.
Yeah, I started having a tax problem when they started talking about my bread. Because if they talking about your bread on the newspaper and you ain't pay taxes for the bread they said, flags to go, how he got 400 million, he ain't paid no taxes?
He ain't paid no taxes on that.
Where's this, let me look under the hood now. It just makes you hot. In the street when you hustle, niggas ain't supposed to say they got bread. They supposed to say, I'm fucked up. Most of the rich niggas say I'm fucked up. You ask a nigga, I ain't got it, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
But niggas that be fucked up, those are the ones that want to make it rain all day, and you know, because they fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like when you fucked up, you pretend you rich, and when you rich, you pretend you broke.
Pretend you broke.
It's the laws. I don't know why it happens that way. But mostly rich people don't want people to know that they got money because you don't want nobody trying to rob.
Hands turn into cups.
Cups, you turn into a bullseye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he's the richest nigga in the room. Not everybody's a thief or a robber, but some people do it for a living. Who they looking at? The one that got the most. You become a target.
Bullseye.
And everyone else, every man, any real man wants to be number one. So I don't care if you walk into a room, you're supposed to be the richest, you think everybody love you. They saying hi, but they hate you because you taking their girl. They want to do anything they could so that they could be in position. Trust me on that. You know, that was the story of my life. Everybody always wants to look like they're in position, and I'll be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? They don't want everybody wants to look like the boss. All right, you be the boss. Or at least tell everybody you the boss. Fuck it.
Damn.
You go be the target.
You go be the target. Yeah.
You know, a real rich man don't be wanting nobody to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a marked man if everybody knows your finances. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So you never did, like with the press, when they would try to put your business out there like that, you never like went at them and told them like, why you doing that? Like,
I mean, I saw it, but I did it publicly. I turned the thing on them and was like, yo, why you keep saying this? You know, I did that to the Daily News and everything. So, you know, I would do that just because I don't like them smiling in my face and then trying to shit on me behind my back or publicly. And then act like we're gonna be cool.
It's just crazy that people get paid for that, though. They get paid,
and that they could look in the mirror and be happy with them. That's what I told her. I remember I told her, like, you happy? Is your parents proud of you that you went to college to come out here and lie about people? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you even look at yourself and feel good about what you do? And some people think, you know, it was money before anything, but integrity is really where, and respect. That's why that's my wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Not all money's good money.
Not all money's good money. But shit, a lot of people feel like all money's good money.
I don't care about a lot of people.
I've seen that.
That's the reason why the world. That's the reason why the world is in the shape it's in.
Yeah, I've experienced that.
We all have. Yeah. Like you said, the majority of the world, but I don't consider myself the majority. I consider myself the minority and proud of it.
Absolutely. Like,
I've never been the kind of person that walks in the room and want to have the same exact thing on that everyone else has on. I actually want to be completely opposite. If I see everybody else wearing something or doing something, I'm going to do completely opposite. I'm not trying to fit in. I'm trying to stand out. You can't stand out when you dress like everybody and look like everybody and have the same opinion as everybody. You understand what I'm saying? How do you stand out? You stand out by being different.
Right.
You know, I'm ashamed to look at another man and say, I want to dress like that man. I don't get that. I see somebody wearing what I got on, unless I made it, then it's off. I'm not doing it no more.
Right.
Like you walk into a party, you think you're killing them, and then some lame got on the same exact shit you got on. Or the same
Hey, you think you're killing them? Walk out, you got
the same shit. You think you're getting the girls, and then he's a lame.
He got the same sweatshirt.
And he's a cornball. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I?
It's like I'm killing them.
That makes no sense. I don't understand that. Like, you want the same thing everybody else wearing? That's why I like to start.
You must have experienced that. You must have had a situation where you had somebody else had on. You was like, oh, I can't do it.
I've experienced laughing at people that did that, but not me doing it. I'm a guy that can look at things and laugh at them because I'm aware of I think the weaknesses that come with human nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm just aware of it. Like damn, you want to look exactly like that man? That's crazy. How your girl looking at you copy another nigga? Why would you do that?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You think your girl gonna like you better or the nigga you copy?
Make that shit sound heinous.
It is heinous to me. But the rest of the world,
that's real talk. It's like you're gonna copy another man and take that home, like
to your girl. And
she wants that other. She wants that.
Or you doing it because your girl likes that? That means that's not your girl. That's
I want you to dress like such and such. Like,
oh God,
wait a minute. What?
Girl better never tell me. My girl never told me that. She loves my originality all the time, right, Rocky?
Yo, this is Kenyatta with Hip Hop Motivation. First of all, I want to tell everybody out there, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to our YouTube page. And if you haven't liked, commented, or subscribed to our YouTube page, make sure you do so. Stay in tune. We have a lot more to come. Peace.
When you writing a book, Dave?
I'm writing. I also have a book. You know, I have a book called Culture Vultures. Yeah,
what's it called?
It's called Culture Vultures. I did. Have you ever looked at the hip hop motivations that I do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, me and Kenyatta did a book, and it's already written. He wrote it. We done with it, and I'm also giving it out in different ways. So it's gonna be an auditory experience as well.
It's a series. The Fashion Game. Culture Vultures, the book. In business, Damon's a guy that's worn many hats.
Deciding from thoughts of being sick and tired of something, starting something, or admiring something can be the emotions that fuel change. Because write this down. Emotion leads to passion, passion leads to action, and action leads to results. Word up. Question: what's the #1 killer of dreams? If you said fear, you're wrong. Fear is on the list, but it's not the #1 killer. The #1 killer of dreams is comfort. The comfort of a good paying job or in an active relationship can seduce us for many years into the rhythm of accepting things without making any moves to change, further numbing us into a state of zombie-like passiveness. Write this down. Passiveness will cause your dreams to pass you by.
Dash thing. Nah, I don't want to chill out, bro. You know what I want to do? Believe in yourself. Build your own personal wealth. Then that becomes personal health. Think I'm rhyming. How about that?
Everything go down here. Just gotta, know what I mean, be a little smart.
I see you grooving right now. I was in my groove. Yeah.
I started daydreaming. I started thinking about something.
I'm a musician.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to spend all kinds of money, like the dollar, like the euro, like the pound, like the franc pause, I like the yen.